Hey, this week's episode of One of a Kind with RVD is presented by FanDuel. And yes, World Cup is underway. I know nothing about football. That is soccer in that version. But, like I said last week, you can pick some underdogs if you want. Like the United States of America. Right now, you can predict them to win the whole World Cup for plus 3,500 right now on FanDuel.
Rob Van Dam! Rob Van Dam! Rob Van Dam! I'm Rob Van Dam. The whole show.
From Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing 230 pounds.
Rob Van Dam. Hey, that's right. It's Dominic D'Angelo. Bonus kind of episode here, kind of a makeup episode too. This week, we're going live as I'm recording this. Rob and I will be going live later tonight to record this week's episode of One of a Kind with RVD. But wanted to give you guys a little something special. When Rob was in Las Vegas, his hometown, he also wrestled at WrestleMania weekend. He also wrestled at JCW. Well, I was there, and guess what I got to do? I got to interview some JCW wrestlers. So you guys are in for a treat today. I put together several interviews that I did with Alice Crowley, Kerry Morton Jr., and Nick Nemeth, as he also wrestled on the card that RVD was on as well. Came out in Juggalo face paint nonetheless, too. So just as a little extra episode here, kind of a make good episode since we didn't have one last week. Here's a special JCW episode. If you get the chance, be sure to check out JCW Lunacy. That's every Thursday at 7 p.m. that airs on the Psychopathic Records YouTube channel. So just type in JCW Lunacy on your YouTube and you should be good to go. In the meantime, as always, check us, Rob and I, out live. Keep that notification bell on for when we go live. Go to rvdtv.com. We do not free giveaways, but we do raffles every episode recently here. And so I'm about to send some of those out here later today as well. So join us there. Ask Rob a question. He's more than happy to answer it. We always have a good time. So rvdtv.com. Check it out and check out JCW Lunacy. Enjoy these interviews. What's up, everybody? This is Dominic D'Angelo, StudioOneSports.com, and I'm here with Nick Nemeth. He's about to go on for JCW. Nick, have you ever guessed that you would have ever worked with Bernie Kosar and then Vince Russo in the span of like a week?
Yeah, obviously.
Right?
No, man. Let's focus on that for a second. TNA did a cool ass show in Cleveland, my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
Got the absolute biggest hero of my childhood, Bernie Kosar, the quarterback for the Browns, and a beloved Cleveland Browns legend.
Yes.
And everyone's rooting for him, and he's been through some health things too, and he beat those two, and he keeps getting back up every time, and so he's beloved, and I got to have him in my corner for a TNA match, and it was the coolest night of my life. I wrestled my brother, I've been world champion, I've done some stuff. This is so close to the top of the list of the greatest things that I could accomplish in my life. And if you told 10-year-old me that you'll be in the ring with your hero for TNA with everyone cheering you on, I would never believe it. I'd be like, oh, that sounds awesome. I would never believe it. Killer, amazing, incredible. Now on to JCW.
Yeah.
Another thing that 20 years ago, I'd be like, Juggalos, oh, those are cool. That's not me. I don't know what the deal is. And knowing this family of a roster and front office all put together. TNA is this crazy. A lot of companies say family, and they're like, "Hey, we're not really family. Here's a pizza party, whatever." Like,
Yeah, pizza party.
this is like teams working toward a goal, and TNA is very much like this, with not 90%, 100% of people. And my first JCW show 2 years ago, I was like, these guys are a family that is rooting for each other, cheering each other on, and looking to break through and make special wrestling television. And I go, I will be a part of this every chance I get. And Jay is a frigging, like, there's some people that are out there that are too nice for the business.
Right.
And he's up there. He has this great wrestling mom. It's so cool to see. I've been watching him and Russo work together back and forth. And it is nothing short of beautiful to watch him pitch different ideas and different ways to go about it, because he loves the game. And I I just couldn't be happier and prouder to be more and more. I said, guys, this year, as many dates as I get, like, this will be the most ever for me because I believe what they're going with.
Right.
I love the show that they put out, and I know that there's so many more steps to go. There's every barrier that comes, they blast through it and get 10,000 more views and more people talking about them. And if I can help in any way, I will be here to do it every step of the damn way.
Step by step, that's the process. I spoke with Vampiro a little bit too, and he mentioned about Jay and like his awareness and ability to kind of delegate and take a step back, and how hard that could be for him, but he's allowed it to happen, kind of thing too.
Being Jay for years, having this vision and this idea, and even then when you watch it happen, it's never exactly how it happens in your head, because like, you read a book, the movie isn't the same.
Yeah, it's never the same.
It's like you have this vision, and it's close, and it gets there, and it really is tricky to like, hey, listen, there's this other guy in the business who has these ideas. Can you step back and bring him in? And no one's saying you're doing bad. You're doing great. This is a different perspective. Can you do it? And I don't know that I could.
Yeah.
Because in your head, you go, I have the ideas. This is it. Even with someone else, like, hey, we can go back and forth. But him actively stepping a half step back to have some different ideas come in, it can only be a positive with two people who accept everyone's ideas. If you have a crazy dumb thing, you're like, hey, I have this crazy dumb thing. And they're like, let me think about it. It's not like, don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, there might be something to it down the line. But those two working together, they're really putting some good stakes and stories into the JCW collective idea. And the sky is the limit. And I'm so happy for them. I want to be a part of it, but I don't want to force it and be a poser.
Right.
I'm just slowly, step by step, getting some ground. And every chance I can to be on a JCW show, I will be.
What do you want to see? How do you want to see it grow and kind of cultivate? What do you like mostly about the JCW vibe that kind of goes on?
So I said this before, like there's this family vibe that we're all a team backstage.
Right.
But there's so many different characters. There's fun, crazy. You couldn't add Mad Libs and make these characters, and then they exist. And it's like the Outbreak, and they're like so. I watch them. Like, oh, okay, they went out to the ring like zombies. That's cool. They wrestled an entire match like zombies.
Yeah.
A bunch of us, even when you have like in the old WWF days, like I'm Jim the plumber, and you're like, I got a wrench and I wear a plumber outfit, and then you just wrestle.
Yeah.
These guys come out as zombies, and when they're hit, act like zombies, and when they do something good, act like zombies, and when they win or lose, they're still zombies. It is a movie that's happening in real life, and that's one tiny step of Barnabas's crew, let alone everybody else. It's just such a beautiful, there's something for everyone. And everybody is working for the goal to have everybody talking about them and also doing the work in the ring. I don't know, man. I've been already through this for 2 years with TNA, and I'm watching it happen here, and it's nice to see.
It's neat to see the momentum kind of growing with it. I'll let you go with this one. You and your brother, I talked to your brother like a couple weeks ago.
Sorry.
And that's okay. I was going to ask you though, he mentioned how you have different sense of humors in certain ways.
Very much.
And so what kind of stuff about his sense of humor you don't like?
I don't not like it. So I'm someone who 20 years ago I'd be like, Dave Matthews, I can't stand this. This guy sucks. It's like, no, I don't like it. It's not for me. He's wildly successful.
Yeah.
He's just not for me. So when it comes down to it, I don't go like, this sucks. This is not funny. I'll be like, oh, this is working. It just doesn't work for me. I like that we're very similar on a lot of ideas, but when it comes to some comedy stuff, we go back and forth almost like a tit for tat kind of thing. So it helps us work as a group.
Yes.
But also there's like, we're really close on 90% of things, and 10% of stuff we go this way. So then you get to like counteract it. He'll say something and I can build off it, and we can go back and forth on each other. So not when we're in between messing with our parents, we have to mess with each other.
That's it. That's the brotherly love kind of thing going on for
You love in quotes, but yes.
Love in quotes, yeah. Cool, thanks, Nick.
You got
Appreciate it, man. Yep. All the best to you.
All right, second bet this week for FanDuel regarding the World Cup. You want to get a little bit more safer? You can do that. You can go Argentina right now at plus 650 right now on FanDuel. What's up, everybody? This is Dominic D'Angelo of StudioOneSports.com, and I'm happy to be here today with Alice Crowley. Good to see you.
Hello, it's good to see you too. How are you doing?
Oh, not too bad. How's the weekend been going for you?
It's busy, and I haven't got much sleep, but that's Vegas.
Vegas, that's wrestling too, right?
Hell yeah.
So how's it kind of been being on the JCW forefront? Is this like a growing kind of thing going on
Oh
from
yeah,
the
this is
week-to-week
my
basis?
shit.
Yeah.
I love this shit. Yeah. I mean, I work for them everywhere we go, obviously, and I'm the women's champ, two-time women's champ, and I'm the obviously only one that can say that because there's only been 3 of us. So yeah, but no, I love working for them. We've been traveling everywhere. They take me everywhere, and everyone that I work with, I mean, some of them like J-Rod are assholes, but Danny Ma, I guess she's all right. I'll hang out with her for the time being. But yeah.
So you did the power slap stuff, and that's been a big
I
thing
did
this
do that.
week. How was that for you?
Well, I didn't do it this week. I did go to the prelims today, and that was quite interesting. Big win for the wrestlers today, though. Woo, woo, woo!
Seemed that way,
There was
right?
a bunch of our wrestlers won today, so shout out to all of them. My girl Hollywood, she got her win today. But yeah, no, they're trying to get me to come back. We'll see.
Did you?
No promises. We'll see.
I heard so much different things about it, like you got to cut weight, and I had no idea about stuff like that.
That is something I'm not used to doing because I'm a professional wrestler. I don't do MMA and stuff like that, but I don't mind having to do that. I just got to learn how to do it. That's my thing. Once I learn how to do it, then I'm cool. But I also want to fight at a weight that I'm more comfortable with, and they're trying to get me to go higher, and I'm like, nah, that shit gotta go lower. Everybody's going down. Why can't I go down?
Just
Let me go
down,
down.
right. Find it out. How has it been working with guys like Vince Russo and everything like that in this creative process?
Well, I love working with Vince, honestly. He's one of my favorite just because I'm able to, talk to him about, the things that I think I need to do different and things that he thinks that I need to do different. And, we got to a point where, we work real well together, and I'm enjoying it a lot. So.
What are some aspects you think you need to do differently, and how he kind of thinks that you need to do differently?
Well, right now, I think, I'm kind of on the right track, so I'm just figuring it out. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if there's anything I'm necessarily doing completely wrong, but, little things I could do different, like in matches and things. But, for the most part, I think I'm the whole package.
Well, that's the attitude to have it for us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right? What is stuff you want to do more of in the ring? Or not just in the ring, I'd say, but as a persona or an identity, too?
Well, I guess I just would like to go to more places. Obviously wrestlers like to wrestle, go more places, do more matches, of course. So yeah, I just fill my books up, people. Fill my books up. That's all I need.
Who are some inspirations for you in wrestling?
Well, that's a good question. I kind of fell in love with it when I was young, so there wasn't like necessarily one person. It was just a love for wrestling as a whole. Mm-hmm. But inspiration-wise, I always loved Charlotte. I know everybody kind of don't like her, but I love Charlotte. I think she's good, and she was one of the ones that was popping when I was a kid. So, yeah, Charlotte and AJ, those two.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Well, the thing about Charlotte too is she set the bar for everybody.
She did.
To make it go, and
She did.
if you want to achieve that kind of level, somebody like Charlotte's a good person to pattern off.
Yes, she is, and I think she's literally the total package. Like, you can't say anything about her. You literally can't say anything about her. She's literally the total package. So, you got a promo, and she's good in the ring. So.
What do you want to see more of how JCW develops and grows?
Well, I'd like to see more characters. I love the stories. I love watching the show. I actually am a fan of the show myself. Not just because I'm on it, even though, I am on it. But, yeah, I'm a fan of the show completely. Yeah, I watch that shit every week. When it comes on, I'm there at 7 p.m. on the dot every single Thursday. And y'all should be too. Just remember, Thursday, 7 p.m. every single Thursday. Don't forget. But yeah, I love it there.
How about music influences on you and kind of bringing that into the wrestling world? Like, do you have any big musical influences that kind of patterned your identity a little bit?
Well, not necessarily. I've always, my style is punk thrash type.
Sure, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
but not necessarily any specific band that, persuaded me. It's just, it's just what I vibe with. Now, I will say my music is custom made by my cousin.
Ooh.
Very, very talented. Young Tobacco, AJ, or JC Auto Body, sorry. Say My Name is the song. You guys should all check it out. I got it on a cassette tape too. If y'all want to purchase that, it's on my website.
Nice.
It's AliceCrowleyMerch.BigCartel.com. Don't forget.
It's on your Instagram too. I just checked.
Yes, you could just go to my Instagram and then it's down in the,
Sweet, sweet. All right, I'll let it go. How about working with Violent J? How's that been
Oh
for
yeah,
you?
I love Violent J. That's my dude.
How much does he love wrestling? I hear he really, really loves
Oh
wrestling.
yeah, he would put all of his everything into wrestling if he could. But man's got to live too, so I get it.
That's it.
But he gives what he can, and I appreciate him for everything that he does, because without him, we would not have this. Just so y'all know, give Violent J a clap.
He's passionate. Big
Thank
time
God he's
passionate.
back. We needed him. Oh
Absolutely.
my God.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Why did they get rid of him?
I don't know. I don't
They're
get that.
dumb.
I don't get that.
Make me the showrunner again. I would have kept him in here.
There you go,
Vince,
right?
Are you dumb?
All right. One last thing. Who would you want to still compete against here? Anybody, if you could pick some people. Oh, you're good. Hey, that's okay. Anywho.
Your question?
Yes. Who do you still want to compete against? Who's some of your dream opponents?
In JCW?
In JCW, or it can be anything. Yeah.
Oh, Mercedes Martinez.
Oh, not.
I always
ooh.
say her. Yes,
That's a
I always
great
say her.
one.
I love
That's a
her.
great
She's great, and I feel like our characters would kind of vibe with each other, and I feel like we actually kind of got the same sort of like pants going on top.
Yeah, yeah.
I like the pants.
Yeah.
I vibe with her, so I think we would have a good match. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a style about
She
it too,
does.
for sure.
She
Well,
does.
thanks, Alice. Appreciate
Yes.
it. Yes. Very much
Appreciate
so. Thank you.
Yes.
All
Have a good
right.
night.
Cool. Thank you.
Blue Chew Gold is better sex in a tablet. They combine 4 ingredients with 1 powerful solution. 2 ingredients get you hard physically, and 2 support arousal and desire in the brain. It works fast and lasts. Guys, have a complete experience in the bedroom with Blue Chew Gold. We're always happy with RVD to have Blue Chew as a sponsor, and no doubt about it, they get the job done for you in the bedroom, mentally and physically. There's a reason Blue Chew is the #1 brand for better sex. Experience it yourself at BlueChew.com. We got a special deal for our listeners. Right now, when you buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get the 3rd month for free with promo code RVD. That's promo code RVD. You will also receive an additional 10% off plus free overnight shipping on your first order. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And hey, as always, we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the pod and the bedroom.
What's up, guys? This is Dominic D'Angelo of Studio One Sports. I'm happy to be here today with Carrie Morton. We're at Stranglemania today, and tonight Carrie Morton is taking on Mickey Knuckles. How's it feel to be in the JCW element? How's it been for you so far?
I was here since day one of JCW University. I helped start the company, for a little backsign for those that are listening, a little breaking the fourth wall, and I helped write the storylines and write everything together. So it's really cool to see the fruition of what JCW is today. Here in Stranglemania, getting thousands upon thousands of views each week, and really seeing what the boys and gals in the locker room put in the effort. So, not being the asshole on camera, an on-screen character, I'm very proud to be here today to wrestle for Stranglemania. And JCW and everything that ICP and Psychopathic has put into to get to here. This is a cool. It's the cool little house on the yellow brick road. They're just a little stop, and then you're gonna get back on the road again.
That's it. I've heard a couple people say too, this is almost kind of a very much like a big, like almost a WrestleMania vibe for you guys as a promotion, and kind of getting here and having this kind of element and being into the play. And it is like you guys are diving right into the action, because JCW has been known for the YouTube stuff, but you guys been moving around and touring and everything. Yeah. How has that been, kind of like just being on the forefront of all that starting it off?
It's been. There's nothing I should say, and there's nothing I can't say. That every house, every show that we run is fucking packed. Yeah. And excuse me when I say that. It's sold out. I mean, it's a sold out show. Every show that we've done has been. It's hard to grab a ticket. We've even offered free shows, and those shows are like you can't get in. And a free show, mind you. So with that being said, it's been great to see what's happened together and everything that's kind of come all together to be what it is right now. And touring is great because you get to see great professional wrestling. You get to see someone such as good as me that's
right, yep.
on the show itself and not putting over any other talent and making them all bow down and kiss my ass. And then, at the end of the day, some of those fans, I guess they paid a ticket to see ICP. So I'll give them the shadow of the doubt. Although Kerry Morton is on the card, I guess at the end of the day, they're watching ICP. Enjoy it.
Something that's great that I've always liked about you is like you just got a very positive mindset and everything like that, and you kind of just embrace things. And I remember when I first interviewed you, you were talking about kind of having the balance of life. You were like making sure you're finishing up school, I think, at the time, and everything like that, and kind of getting your ducks all lined up. But it seems like you've really embraced the wrestling aspect even more so now. Has that kind of been a change in mentality and priorities for you over the course of time, or what's your viewpoint on like your outside of the ring career compared to your in-ring career?
That's a great question you asked that, and that's something I think I juggle every day.
Yeah.
Is what is balance anymore? And I say that not as a conspiracy or a theorist or anything of that nature. I say that because my whole life, for 25 years in existence, has revolved around professional wrestling.
Yeah.
And it's hard to, in performance, in theater or theatrics or whatever it was, I loved being in the spotlight. And I'm not trying to say I'm a spotlight whore or I'm trying to choose them out. That's a really bad word. We'll cut that out. But I love, I love the idea of entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I was put on this earth to entertain, whether that be something of that nature. And mind you, I play a few other, I had my hands in a few other fields of marketing and whatnot.
Yeah.
But professional wrestling is it's so extravagant because everything is different. What is old may be new again, and that's something I preach again. And I say it myself is I'm probably getting off topic here when I say this, but wrestling in general is always a revolving circle, and we don't forget about our past, and we try to keep our future bright. But you've got to stay in the current situation. And my dad always preaches to me, and he preaches to everyone else that you're only going to get what you put in. And I'm not a big believer in putting all your eggs in a basket.
Right.
But I am a big believer in giving your efforts and really trying to put yourself into that spotlight or the eyes, because one day you're on top of the mountain and the next day you're swimming to keep your head above water in this business. And that goes for everything. As I say this humbly and humility, I should say, is I try to keep the ball rolling and try to always think of what's next.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the thing too. It's like anything, and what you mentioned is old is new again and stuff like that. And if you go back and peel back the page and like look at older school wrestlers, like if you go back and watch like a Terry Funk or your dad or anything like that, there's so much that younger wrestlers can pick and pull from those early days that they don't see in today's world wrestling.
It's so awesome you mentioned that, because like that is something I digest my whole style.
Yeah.
Is I don't have a particular, I don't wrestle this way or this way or this way or another. And everyone's like, what are you, the way you wrestle, bro? And I was like, if you watch me, you'll understand what I do. I'm an entertainer, but I am a huge nostalgia wrestling fan when I say that now. And Jim Crockett Promotions is something that comes to mind as one of my biggest loves. So I try to give all these guys that back in their heyday, the prime moves, I try to bring that attention to my wrestling abilities. Manny Fernandez, Tully Blanchard, Gino Hernandez, Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair. I can go on to name a few. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I get to learn, and I learn from these by watching their tapes and picking their minds, and that's what I bring into the wrestling ring. And that's something I'm very proud of to say, and I am a legitimate old school, old soul professional.
Old soul, I like it.
That's what I like to say.
Stuff.
So that is my biggest T on that one.
Yeah. All right. How's it been working with Vince Russo?
Vince Russo is he loves Kerry Morton.
Yeah.
Vince Russo he knows when he sees money, and he knows when money rises to the cream of the crop, and that's what he looks at when he sees me. He sees someone that is damn good at what he does, and he knows that when he puts me in any situation, whether it's something that is set up to fail, I'm going to make some sort of light out of it. And that's something I don't think he can accept. But he has learned to look around the locker room and say, well, that guy is the guy that's going to lead this company to the highest of the highs. And that's Kerry Morton for you.
Oh, yeah. All right. You mentioned with the ESPN interview, you've been learning, like, Jim Cornette's been giving you advice and stuff like that. Well, what kind of input has he been giving you?
It's great you mentioned that, because Jim Cornette does not leave his home anymore.
No.
And it's cool to say that I've been endorsed by Cornette as the guy that's next. And that's cool to say. That's really cool and humbling to say that. Is he, obviously his history in the wrestling business with people that he works with is his own opinions.
Right.
But to me, it's really cool to see Jim Cornette come out of his way and compliment my dad and say, your boy is the next one. And, I'm not letting that get to my head, not letting that get to my ego, but it's cool to have someone like that. That's someone I look up to for advice and has had a plethora of knowledge in this business and success. And it's cool to say, like, oh, wow, Jim Cornette is endorsing me as the next one. So whatever that defines, I don't know, but I'm not going to let it get to me and just keep on chugging along.
That's it, man. All right, last question for you. So younger wrestlers, getting into the business and everything like that, what kind of advice, you having a marketing background and like kind of being, if they got to get out of their shell a little bit, what would you recommend them to do? Kind of like networking, sort of trying to make their way in business, say even if they don't have any connections at this point in time.
My first opinion and advice would say, don't throw away your boots and never join this business again.
And
no, I'm just.
There you go. There you go.
Honestly, my opinion to it, and I go back to I utter this question again, is you're only going to get what you put in.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to be a professional wrestler, it comes with a lot of things. It comes with aesthetic and the way you present yourself and the way, I come from someone that never had money. And then, and I was like, oh, your dad is a WWE Hall of Famer, and you have money. Grew up broke as shit.
Yeah.
But what makes someone of this nature is the fact that you're willing to put in the effort and you're willing to go make those drives and get in the car with someone and tag along and put yourself out there to get the experience and get the reps. And people are always worried about their gimmick, give or take of what they're not giving the fans their money's worth. And that's something I'm really big about is whenever I'm on the card, whether it be in some sort of fashion, I want to give the fans their money's worth. And I think it's very important for wrestlers to always think about this. Is at the end of the day, when you're training and you're going about something, we are professional wrestlers. I trained in amateur wrestling. I trained in jiu-jitsu. I trained in all that 9 yards. I'm not saying I'm Billy Badass. All I'm saying is put in the work. Mm-hmm. Put in the work, and then things will come. Opportunities will come. But don't be afraid to be afraid.
There you go.
If you're nervous, get out there, try something different, but step out of your shell and remind everyone that they just don't make them like this.
There you go.
Anymore.
No more. Well, thanks, Gary. Appreciate it, brother. Cool. Thanks for being good.